Hi everyone. Hope everybody is doing wonderful and enjoying the great weather outside. I'm super excited for this year too for IIFFB 2020 despite of this pathetic pandemic situation. And yeah, so just like every other year, we all are members, founders, co founders, advisors are super excited. All are doing their work. But this year, our judges had so much on their plate. They literally worked day and night. So we got 100 of movies. Out of them, 13 were nominated. Three were feature films, three were documentary, three of them were short films, and two was social cause, one was LGBT, and one was song. How tough it was. So, okay, let all of us please join me together to welcome our esteemed judges. Our handsome dude Rohit, sweet Miraji, and very sweet Suja. So, this my first question goes to Rohit. Rohit, how tough it was this year to take the decision?
Yeah, this year I think was really quite challenging. We had a number of fantastic candidates for each of these categories, and I think Mira was the leader of our judges, and she really guided us quite effectively. Um, but it was, I think, really very stiff competition. Winnowing down 100 to 36, which are the 36 that we watched, and then choosing 13 amongst them. It was quite a challenging job. There, I would say the films, they were marked by fantastic content, a lot of really social justice related causes, which resonated. Really wonderful cinematography. Some were black and white, some were in color. Really thoughtful acting, and it just fantastic directing from what we saw. So it was quite a challenge, but I think we were up to it. And I think the judges, we ourselves, have some good camaraderie and chemistry between us, and I think we generally agreed upon which films we thought were the best ones. So thank you for asking.
Great. So, Miraji, do you think pandemic affect the submission of the movie this year? Because every year we have such a broad viewing broadcast of the movie showcasing in the theater, in the big cinema halls. Do you think this pandemic affects the submission of the movies this year?
Uh, Actually, I do think to some extent it does affect because it's behind on back of our mind that we have a pandemic going on and how to deal with the issues in the film. But because the most of the films were made prior to the pandemic, except for 2 3 documentaries made in US, we found that there was a lot of social causes. And as you know, film depicts life, and lives can be only reformed through making of movies. And this was very challenging to view what the producers and directors and actors depicted in their films.
Beautiful. So, Miraji, how is your journey has been so far as a judge in IIFFB?
It has been uniquely challenging because as a judge, uh, I won't speak for just myself, but all our three judges. First of all, I have to thank both the judges, Rohit and Surja, because we make a good team. I think we are very open to discuss and fight for the judgment of which picture should be chosen. So in that sense, I think we are really team players, and we are quite satisfied with the results of the movies we chose ultimately, going through the different process.
Wonderful. So the same question goes to you, Rohit. How has been your journey in IIFFB?
Yeah. So this is my second year as a judge. I was really grateful when Razia Ji appointed me last year, and that's when I first met Miradi and Surja. And I think our friendship has grown. So we had a wonderful time at the JFK Library last year during the actual IIFFB event. And then I think we're overjoyed to find that we were, all judging again this year, because we really have been able to stay in touch and become friends. I know Surja had presented at an event that I, was on the program committee for, and she, Miradi, and I are all on, WhatsApp chats, and just kind of have maintained our friendship. So I think relationships are what IIFFB seems like it's really about. Relationships with each other, judges, and other IIFFB team members. And then relationships with the directors, relationships with the actors, building relationships, and really appreciating the creativity of those who create film. Those of all ages. There are children that wrote a wonderful film last year and were rewarded for it. So it's the ingenuity of the directors, of the screenwriters, of the actors, is really prized by us. And these decisions are tough to make, but I think we have built strong relationships, and we're excited to move forward with these relationships.
Excellent, Rohit. So Rohit, where do you see IIFFB in few years?
I think, as I said, Razia Ji, I think, is very good about respecting directors and about making connections between India and the US, and really, building on the relationships that she has cultivated already. So I think it will continue to grow. I think more people will come to hear of it. And I foresee us perhaps collaborating with other film festivals as well in the future. But I can say, it's been strong enough on its own. It does not need to, it doesn't want to. That's just wonderful relationships with directors and with others in the film industry. So I see it just growing and building upon what it already has. This is the third year, and this is the second year I've been involved, and it's just going up and up and up. So.
Great. So, okay, my next question is for Miraji. This is a bit of an ambiguous question though. So how far much of influence did the founder or the co-founder of IIFB have in making the final decision about the movies?
Very good question. I have to truthfully say that we, the judges, make the final cut as to what the movie is all about and who has done a great job. But the co-founder, Razia Ji, is also very flexible to hear us out, and we hear her out too and see her point of view. So sometimes we make a decision, okay, this is the best social film, or this is the best children's film. She may come out and say, okay, can I label this for local talent? Okay, or a social talent? And that's where we are flexible and we see her point of view too. So basically, no good movie is thrown under the carpet. Right?
It makes true sense. Beautifully said. That's it, actually. I think it's recorded. Thank God it's not typed. Guys, so yeah, I'm done with the questions. Nothing else is left. And thank you, judges. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And yeah, this is the interview I took. This is me, Anu, right from IIFFB 2020. And it was such a great experience. And our judges are just wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank
Grateful.
you.